situation where someone is basically treating you like you are a nobody, this is literally the best advice I can give you. The best advice. And it's simple. Y'all ready? Here's the best advice. Leave. Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl J Mills, also known as Mila, also known as Jamila, also known as Ruerga. So today's video, I want to talk about don't let people take advantage of your talents, your success. Knowing your worth. Don't downplay your talents. Get rid of your non-supporters. Yes, this might include your friends. Most times it is the people that you're surrounded with, but I will address that in a second. You basically know you're talented, or you have a talent. People clearly wouldn't come to you if you weren't talented. They wouldn't be asking you for your help if they could do it themselves, right? And then I'm pretty sure, like, tell me if this sounds familiar. Oh, well, you know, I can't really afford to pay you for this, but you know, if you could do it out of the kindness of your heart. Meanwhile, these same people will go pay, I don't know, Jesse, Nicole, Jennifer, whoever else, if they demanded to pay for it. How does that make you feel? Like you're trying to start a business off your talent, you know? Trying to start that business, you know, or you're trying to find that job based off of your skills, your experience, you know, and maybe you've found yourself settling for a position, or maybe you're doing all the work at this job, right? But yet someone else is getting credit for it. Don't let people take advantage of what you offer. One of the main reasons why I started my own studio is because of people taking credit for my work, or someone putting their name on it because I'm a nobody, right? Or I don't have the credentials that they have, but yet my work is what's getting them clientele, or my work is what's bringing in the people, or my work is the reason why these kids are getting scholarships or going places. So one of the main reasons why, you know, I started my business is because of people discrediting my work or taking credit for my talent. So the best advice that I can give you for if you're in a situation where someone is basically treating you like you are a nobody, this is literally the best advice I can give you. And it's simple. Y'all ready? Here's the best advice. Leave. No, leave, for real. Like, if you are in a situation where you are working for someone and they're not giving you credit for it, and then or they're not even paying you what they're paying Lisa, John, or David, or whatever, and you know that your work is better because they're clearly using it, you know, to get ahead, leave. And when you do leave, they'll realize exactly what they had, but by then it'll be too late. You know, I could also say that about a relationship, but that's a whole different video. We'll get to that one day. Because sometimes those jobs try to make you feel like you're not going anywhere, or you need them in order to succeed, and that is not true. It took me to start my own business to realize that I can stand on my own, to realize that I can do better by myself. I'm not saying that people don't need a team. That's not what I'm saying. But I created my own team that was supporters of what I was trying to do, that we were on the same page, instead of me feeling like I was worthless every day, or feeling like I'm not good enough, or, you know, I can't do this alone. You can do it. I'm here to tell you you can. But the thing is, you got to try. You have to leave and try, you know, leave it. And I don't necessarily mean go start your own. If starting your own business is not it, I'm saying leave and find the job that's going to appreciate you. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't downplay your success. Downplaying your success will make it okay for anybody else to downplay what you're doing. You know, if you, and okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. You get, let's say, a raise. You've probably only been on the job for a little bit, right? Not even as long as someone else. But then, like, they say stuff, you know, you can hear like the words, or people be like, oh, you haven't even been here that long, and you don't have the experience, or you can't do this, that, and the other, but I've been doing this. If you got the raise, you got the raise for a reason. or you got the position for a reason. Don't let someone come along. I don't care how long they've been at the office. I don't care how long they've been doing this. I know plenty of people have been doing things or their profession for 20 plus years, but then someone come along, been doing it for just a couple years, and then they reach success. If someone is doing more or has a following, there we go, like they're popular, they have a following because they've been doing something for so long, right? And you're downplaying your talent, I want you to know that sadly, a lot of those people out there that are really popular, they have a huge following, they have all these fans, whatever, some of those people steal. And they can. Why? Because people like you are letting them. People like you are giving away your talents so they can maintain one, and then you're left in the corner thinking, oh, well, you know, they have a following and they're doing these big things and they're doing X, Y, and Z. You know, I can never do that. Yes, you can, if you just step up and do something about it instead of letting it happen. When you downplay your talents, that's when stress starts happening. That's when depression starts sinking in, telling yourself you're not worth it, or you know, what you're doing is not valid, or I'm not as popular as so and so. She has 10,000K or she has 1 million followers. When sometimes those people that are making it like that are not as great as what you're doing. And some of those people that are making it like that, one, a lot of people buy their followers, so don't ever feed in to followings because sometimes they're bought. Secondly, you know, real talent, if you, especially if you know your talent and you know you're successful, especially when people try to steal, that's how you know you're successful. When people try to steal your work, that's success right there. Because if you weren't successful, why would they feel the need to take from you? I'm gonna let that sink in. Let's take a moment. If you weren't successful, or if you weren't good at what you were doing, why would anybody want to take what you've done and call it for their own? Yeah, get rid of your non-supporters or people in your circle that do the other two that I just mentioned, either downplay your talents or your success, or they know your worth, but they're never going to give you credit for anything that you do. I will tell you right now, I can count on one hand, how many real friends that I have, how many people that really support me. I used to have people in my circle that I thought were friends, you know, but when the times got hard or when the struggles came, they showed their true colors. So with that being said, surround yourself with positive people. You know, people that when you have a problem or you're struggling with something, they're real quick to step in, because a real friend is not going to let you just be down on yourself. A real friend is going to give you maybe ideas. Maybe they're not in the same field as you are. Maybe they don't even know what it is, but they're not going to just sit there and be like, oh, well, you shouldn't have done that anyway. Or why did you do that? You're doing too much. People that say that you're doing too much are usually the ones that aren't doing enough, or they're doing nothing. Never get advice from people that are doing nothing. I repeat that. Never get advice from people that are doing nothing. Because most times people that are doing nothing want you to do nothing too, especially your so-called friends. You're a musician and you invite your friend to your show or your performance or recital. The friends that come to your show are supporters. Now, I'm not saying like if an emergency came up or whatever, or something happened, they can't make it. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that, if y'all hear that, it's someone coming in. Like in my apartment, there's garages that are under me. So if you hear that, it's coming from that. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. Those people that come to your shows or that come to support you, those are the people you want to keep in your circle, not the ones that make up excuses for why they can't come in. I'm not saying ditch them, but I'm saying keep them at arm's length. You know, like keep them like at a distance, because the ones that are going to lift you up, bring you up, are more times than none are going to be there for you. I can honestly say the people I call my best friends, have never actually missed the show. Like when I was in high school, they actually came to all of my dance performances, and if they couldn't go, they were real quick to be like, hey, how did it go, you know, or what happened, you know. Like, they've always had my back. Meanwhile, I had other friends, usually excuse that didn't justify why they weren't there. You know, surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up, people that are going to be in your corner, people that are going to care about, you know, if you're down or if something's bothering you. They're going to want to talk about it. They're going to want to be there for you, you know. Because and sadly, sometimes the worst people, and we call them haters, are usually in our inner circle, the ones that we hang out with all the time. It's never the ones that don't know us. Usually the ones that don't know us are usually our biggest supporters, or will be your biggest supporter. But the people that know you, especially if they're jealous of what you have and they don't have it, they're not gonna support you. They're not gonna be negative all the time, but they're not gonna, it's the actions. It's the actions that tell you whether or not, hey, you're with me or you're against me. It's the actions. Pay attention to their actions. Maybe that'd be your homework after this video. Like, really think about if you have, like, who's in your circle and how many of those people in your circle are positive, like are trying to help you get there, are supporting you to get there, you know, or has your back, you know, when you're down and out. Are they listening? You know, when you have a problem or you're trying to figure it out, or are they the ones to brush you off and tell you, oh, you're overly sensitive, or oh, you're this or that, or oh, you're, you know, like you're irrelevant, you know, like you don't matter, you're nothing. Don't let those people decide, you know, how you feel, you know, what's important to you. So much negativity that goes on in this world, and there's so many times people don't really talk about the issues at hand, of like the inner issues of what it, you know, what's being successful, having talent, but what that really implies for them, especially if they're trying to use their talents to get ahead or get credit for their talents. And as people that are talented or successful in our skills, or skillful people, they usually get depressed, and they usually, you know, they're stressed out because they're trying to figure out what to do and they don't know how to do it. I'm here to tell you that you can do something about it, but one of the main things is it starts with you, and it's about what you are going to do about it, because you are the only one that can fix your situation. You are the only one that can come back from whatever it is you're going through. And sometimes the hardest part of coming back or fixing our situation or is sometimes that means cutting people off. But when you do, and you actually take back your voice, take back your talent, take back your success, that's when all of a sudden you're gonna feel this joy. You're gonna feel like, you know what, all of that heaviness that I felt, or all of that, those feelings that I had of not being valid, or not feeling like I'm good enough, all of that's going to disappear, and you're finally going to be able to think clearly, and you're going to evolve, you know. So that's it for this video. If you really liked what you saw or heard, or you really like the content that I put out, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button. And this is your girl J Mills. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.